Hello Capsuleer, my name is Gildy and welcome to EVE Online. In today's video we'll start Exploration 102 series, a direct continuation of the introduction I made some time ago, which will touch on some more advanced topics aimed at explorers who gained the courage in high-sec, maybe dived into a wormhole or two, or even already tried low-sec or null-sec exploration, but want to learn more good habits or are just looking for ideas they may not have stumbled upon. Maybe you are just bored, I don't judge. In this first video I will talk about the importance of having your own bookmark folder, preferably a shared bookmark folder, and a habit that should come with owning one, which should make your life way easier. Why bookmark things in the first place, you might ask? There are as many uses for bookmarks as scams in Jita system local chat. Let me list just a few. First, safe spots for when you find yourself being hunted in less than desirable neighborhood. Then, you might want purchase for gate checking, when someone might be trying to catch you on a gate, and I will talk about setting up purchase in a later video. Bookmarking sites is another one, and systems you scan often, you won't need to scan the same things over and over and over again. And last but not least, sharing sites with your corporation, fleet members, etc. If you have never been using folders, hello? Here they reside under the Neocom menu, Personal tab, or by default by hitting L button. Both ways open the same window that you now see on the screen. The first three tabs show you in order locations in your current system, personal locations in your private folders, and shared locations in your own shared bookmark folders or folders shared with you. For the first tab, you can see there is a button to open in window. It's a great thing to do, so do yourself a favor and click that. It opens an extra window that shows you bookmarks saved in this system only, making looking for local locations way easier. You can also keybind this for yourself by hitting Escape, go into any of the shortcut menus, type in locations in the filter bar. That way you can most of the time run around New Eden without having to touch the main locations window and recall the local locations window when needed. Second tab has your personal bookmarks folders. You can store up to 3,000 bookmarks in such folder, keeping it completely private to your character only, making it great for setting up private saves, points of interest, and generally things you don't want others to see. Third tab is where the fun begins. If you have any alts or are playing with your friends, having a shared bookmark folder might be the way to go to share some of the work when you cover a similar area a lot. As I said, you could be all scanning the same site over and over again and deciding you don't want to run it, or a first person can set an expiring bookmark and tell others what it is so you can avoid it when you do your exploration pass through a system. Shared bookmark folders have a limit of 500 bookmarks, which in corporations can be filled in quickly, but I will touch on some of the etiquette in a bit. First of all, let's see how do you set a shared bookmark folder. It is not as straightforward as you might think. To get it to work, you first need to open Neocom, Social, Access Lists. Those are used in a variety of systems in game. Let's hit New Access List button to create one. Now let's give it a name, and as you can see, it creates a new entry on the left side. And if you click it, you can see yourself being the only member. On the top, you can see three roles: admin, who can do whatever they want with the list, managers who can add others to the list, and members, who will just be a part of it and be added to whatever you attach that list to. There is also an option to block someone from being added. On the bottom you can see an option to add members, though dragging and dropping people you search up or drag from chat window works as well. And there is also add everyone button, if you want to make something public to every Capsuleer in New Eden. So for now, we have a list with ourselves and Gildy in it. Now, on to make a bookmark folder. If you do not have compact mode on, you'll see the buttons on the bottom of the locations window, which tell you what they do. With the compact mode, you need to hover over them to see their function. Name the folder, of course, add any notes if you feel like it, and choose shared folder for our use. That will pop up for more options, and here is what they mean. View access means that users under that list will be able to view the folder and its contents, warp and align to saved locations. Use access allows users to add locations, edit and delete the locations they added by themselves, create subfolders, edit and delete their own subfolders, and copy the locations. Manage access gives the possibility to edit and delete all locations, edit and delete all subfolders. And last but not least, there is admin access, which gives you the option to delete the folder, rename it, or edit the access lists. So, as you can see, it is quite important to make sure that you set your access lists in a proper way to prevent people griefing you by deleting stuff off of them when you don't want that to happen. And now for a few good rules for your folder that you share with others. You can impose those rules upon others when they are using your folder. It's just a general set of rules that I have come up to use in any of the folders that I am using myself. If you are scanning, drop bookmarks of sites you scan down but will not be using. This helps others looking for content that you left behind or people rescanning systems for themselves. Secondly, if you set up bookmarks of temporary nature, set them to expire in 2 days. For example, wormholes that are expiring soon because they are end of life could be set for 3 hours because they have a maximum life of 4 hours. That way you can get rid of them easily without having to review it. What you want to do is minimize the maintenance that you have to do on your folder and prevent from it being clogged up. The last rule to use is to make sure your local locations folder is clear and that you can have important items pop up in the system that you are on right now. In order to do that, the most important 2 things that you might want to keep on top of your local locations window when you sort the folder from A to Z is to put spaces in front of your save bookmarks and undocs, and asterisk in front of any purchase. That will keep them on top of it, and all the other bookmarks that you might be setting up are going to be kept below that. And last but not least, let me show you a neat trick. If you want to share a bookmark, but not necessarily a whole folder with someone, first make sure that said bookmark is in a shared folder already. You cannot make copies of bookmarks that are in personal folders. Ask the person to invite you to their folder, online it, and drag over the bookmark while holding Shift. This, instead of giving them the bookmark, makes a copy of it into their folder so you can stay nice and paranoid about the list of people you allow to touch your treasure. If you like what you see here, hit the like button, leave a comment and subscribe to see my upcoming uploads. And if we never see each other in space again, Capsuleer, fly safe.